Well, it has now been 1 year since San Francisco witnessed one of the most horrific traffic accidents. It happened New Year's Day in the Mission District. 2 people died, including a pedestrian. And somehow, one of the drivers survived and recently spoke to ABC 7 News reporter Leanne Melendez about that day. And Leanne's here now.
Yeah, Carolyn. Well, it was one of those stories that touched a lot of us because 2 people's lives ended just as the new year began. Now, many neighbors of the Mission District in San Francisco were shocked and prayed for that driver of that car that was hit.
When you look at these pictures, you wonder how the driver of that white Toyota survived. Maybe the deployed airbags saved 19-year-old Emmanuel Garcia. He spent 29 days in the hospital. 9 surgeries later, Garcia is walking again. He invited us to his apartment in the Mission District to talk about the accident and what little he remembers.
Desperté y no sabía dónde estaba.
He recalls waking up in the hospital not knowing where he was. On New Year's Day, Garcia was driving his aunt home after the family had celebrated. It was just before 8 in the morning. At that same time, investigators say the driver of this black Chevy was trying to get away from police and ran through the intersection of South Van Ness and 21st Street, broadsiding Garcia's car. The impact was so great that Garcia's aunt, Sylvia Thun, died. The car spun out of control and also hit a pedestrian, 26-year-old Francisco Gutierrez. He also died. Garcia says he remembers his aunt's laughter just moments before the crash.
Son momentos felices, momentos de risas.
Those were happy moments, full of laughter, he told me. His mother lost a sister who is now buried in their native Guatemala. The family says they have forgiven the driver of that car. He is 20-year-old David Morales. Police say they were looking for him after he shot at 3 people earlier that morning at the Valencia Garden Apartments, a few blocks from the accident. He's in jail. His trial begins in a few months.
We know that those families will never be the same. Mr. Morales is facing 2 counts of murder, 3 counts of attempted murder, and various firearm and gang enhancement allegations.
And then there are those lucky to be alive. The surveillance video taken from the inside of the corner store shows the white Toyota slamming into the building. An employee barely missed being hit.
30 seconds later, one of the doors slashing against that here after the car got hit. So he was very lucky that day.
Garcia also counts himself fortunate to be here.
Voy a ir a misa para darle gracias a Dios que estoy vivo.
I'm going to church tomorrow, he says, to thank God that I am still alive. In San Francisco, Leanne Melendez, ABC 7 News.